Hello and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Wednesday, February 12th. Here's what you'll see in this presentation. We have bitter cold temperatures taking over through Thursday morning. We are currently in the middle of an extreme cold warning for portions of eastern Idaho, mostly areas north of Idaho Falls. It is very cold this morning. The cold temperatures will continue again tonight. There will be some light snowfall today and tonight. It'll be less than 1 inch. We'll take a look at how it sorts up here for the afternoon and evening. There is a wind shift on Thursday ahead of what we call an atmospheric river event. This is when moist, warm air from the subtropics has made it across the Pacific through California and Nevada and finally into Idaho. And enough of it will be left over that it will be presenting a chance for some widespread heavy snow, some much warmer temperatures than we've had lately, and it'll be windy again on Thursday and Saturday morning. So to add to the heavy snow, we will have blowing snow and drifting snow to make just a complete mess of the situation here for the end of the week. Start with a satellite image. Right now we're pretty placid. We can see some low clouds. Some of this may be fog, mostly along the eastern. When it comes to eastern Idaho, it's in the Snake River Plain, but it is, you can see, oozing up into the mountains, the central Idaho mountains, and even some portions of the eastern highlands. And here's the moisture coming in. This will be on our doorstep by tomorrow, late morning hours, and this will be what develops the mess that we will call the rest of Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, Friday night, and probably into Saturday. For a lot of locations, will extend into beyond Friday afternoon. So here's our weather risk outlook. We are under an extreme cold warning for the Snake Plain and portions of the Magic Valley for later tonight. So that's why we have some minor impacts. More moderate impacts develop on Thursday afternoon, go through Friday. The bulk of the really bad stuff will be probably Thursday night when the temperatures are coldest. That's when we'll have the most snow. Especially here in the afternoon on Thursday, it may warm up so much that we could actually see some rainfall or some really problematic issues. Could be some freezing rain with all of this going on, because we will start out with a cold dome from all this Arctic air that's moved in. And what may first happen is the warm, moist air will come in. It's less dense, and so it stays above the cold air, and it just snows out of that, and then it hits, or rains out of that, hits the cold layer that's in contact with the ground, and it becomes rain that's just looking to freeze, what we call super cooled rain droplets. And what it needs is some surface to attach to, and so it attaches to roads, sidewalks, your outdoor stairs, etc. So the heaviest stuff will be in the Snake Plain, Magic Valley. You can see here the southeast highlands, the eastern highlands, the south hills, and then the Wood River area. It'll be much less snow, and so we have a winter weather advisory for the Lost River area, the Sawtooth, and actually currently right now there's nothing out for Lemhi County for this time period, but look and see if that may change here in the next 24 hours. On Friday it does sort of taper off. And again, snow, rain, especially in these lower elevation locations of the Snake Plain, Magic Valley, and Southern Hills. Now on Saturday, you could see it's pretty much moved out of the central Idaho mountains, and the only place we really have to worry is in the eastern highlands and southeast highlands, where we'll probably still have some sort of snow level, at least of winter weather advisory level, maybe even continued winter storm warning level. See what happens when this feature finally gets here out of the Pacific. And then elsewhere, rain and snow. And then Sunday, it continues, and really through all of next week until we get to maybe midweek. We're looking at snow or some sort of precipitation every day. It will be a lot warmer. These subsequent storms, we'll see temperatures in the 40s for some locations, especially in the Snake River Plain and the Eastern Magic Valley here on Saturday. All right, so here's where the extreme cold warning is out for this morning. You see, it includes a good portion of Interstate 15 and the Du Bois area, a good portion of Clark County, and then the northern end of the Snake River Plain. And here's what we're expecting this morning. You can see where it turns white, the wind chill is in excess of 30 degrees below zero. We now call that apparent temperatures. It's similar to wind chill. It incorporates a few other things to get the true cooling power effect of calm, still air that you'd be in contact with. And a lot of minus 20 to minus 30 down here, all the way into Arco even. Low temperatures, this is what the ambient air would be if there was no wind and if the moisture was different. You would just feel this. So you can see it does add quite a bit here. If you look at Mud Lake, it's a 14 degree, it feels 14 degrees colder than what it actually is, 18 degrees at Du Bois. So, and that's because of the winds up there primarily. All right, so what will happen today? We are looking for some light snow in this corner. We'll take a look at that. But the storm that's coming in, you can see it will impact California first, and then it will be moving through the southwest steering flow to the northeast, and will be again affecting us tomorrow. All right, so for today, continued with all that cold northerly air still funneling in. Pocatello will struggle to get to 20 degrees, similar to yesterday. Overnight lows continue to get very cold, and so this is another reason why we have another extreme cold warning out. And you can see it penetrates further south than it did this previous night, and so the coldest temperatures actually are here in Butte County. And that's the ambient temperatures. Here's the apparent temperatures, again similar to wind chill. You can see minus 30 to almost minus 40 degrees here in Butte County, Atomic City. Same thing over here, extreme cold penetrating all the way to Blackfoot. Fortunately, though, it sort of ends there. Pocatello is staying at minus 9 for this apparent temperature reading. But you can see all the way, Shoshone, minus 19. Just really cold feeling, and then bitter cold here in Stanley Basin and here in southwest of Mackay in Copper Basin. All right, so here's where the snow is going to fall. It's mostly during the day today, and it's all less than an inch, and actually a lot of this is less than half an inch. And here it's actually probably less than 2/10 of an inch by this afternoon. So actually by this afternoon, most people will be under some abundant sunshine. It'll just be really cold. All right, here's where the storm starts. You can see a massive, some heavy snow, especially in our southern portions. Not so much here in the northern portion of our central Idaho mountains, or even the Island Park area, at least at first, for this first day of snow. So we will start out, though, with the extreme cold warning in the morning through 10 a.m., and then it'll be like throwing a switch, and boom, here are the winter storm watches currently in effect in blue. See, it's widespread. And then the winter weather advisories for Thursday and Friday are here in the northern part of our section of the mountains. You can see that our Boise office has already pulled a trigger on a winter storm warning here for their lower elevations. They have lower thresholds, and so it's more of a slam dunk there. Not so much over here. Our thresholds for winter storm warnings are a little bit higher, so we'll see. But pretty confident that all of this will be a winter storm warning, maybe as early as this afternoon if we feel confident, but definitely by tomorrow morning. High temperatures for Thursday. Look how much they warm up. Pocatello up 13 degrees from that 20 the previous day. Idaho Falls similarly up quite a bit. And look at the low temperatures Thursday night. There's not much of a temperature drop. It's 5 degrees at Pocatello, 4 at Idaho Falls, 3 at Rexburg, 6 at Ashton. So there won't be a lot of cooling on Thursday night. That's because all this warm, moist air is moving in starting Thursday afternoon. And so really good, though, for snow production everywhere as it all gets below freezing. And you can see even Thursday, even tomorrow, there will be some locations in the afternoon getting above freezing, especially along our, south of Interstate 84 and 86. So here's the snowfall on Thursday morning. It won't be much. And then Thursday afternoon, it's really going to start developing. You can see where it'll be heaviest right here where it turns orange. That's 6-inch threshold, that light orange. And it's even more, 8 to 12, you can see here. So this is why we are expecting it to be of what we call winter storm warning thresholds. Then for the evening hours, you can see it consciously makes a shift to the east, but it still continues to snow over here. And then Thursday, during the late night hours after 11 p.m., it will again peak over here in the Wood River Basin and areas to the west, and continues to go on over here in our eastern and southeastern highlands. We will also have gusts. This is the gusts from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., so the first part of the storm. Look how windy it's going to be with all that snow that's falling here. That's just going to mean a lot of blowing, drifting snow. There'll probably be some freezing rain with this, and all of that's going to be affecting the roads and the ability to keep them open. So on Friday, you could see it turns into more mixed precipitation in the south and still snow in the northern half. In some areas, still of heavy stuff going on here as this storm just sort of parks itself over, you can see here, south central Oregon. Temperatures, though, will continue to warm, and so, we will start with some morning snow. It will switch over to all rain and back, and so this makes snowfall forecasts really difficult when we're getting partial melting. It will also help to wash some of the snow away and melt snow that's already on the ground. And you can see Friday night, we stay fairly mild for this time of year for especially our southern half of our area. Here's how the snowfall evolves here Friday morning. Again, moderate snow, but as you can see, it's fairly consistent. It begins to die out here Friday afternoon, especially in our southwest corner. And that just exacerbates here Friday evening and then Friday late night. A lot of this may be that it turns to rain, here and then later here. And you can see, though, it keeps going pretty well here in these highland areas to the east of the major population centers. So watch out here. It's just going to continue not only Friday late night, but into Saturday, all day Saturday into Saturday evening. These locations here will continue to get snow, so it's not going to let up just because it's the weekend. We also will get some wind gusts here Friday night, Saturday morning. Some strong winds return. You can see it's mostly Cassia County, but it's also Power County and even portions of northern Bannock County that'll be windy. So if we take all this snow for the first 48 hours from 5 a.m. Thursday to 5 a.m. Saturday morning, look at how much snow we are forecast to get. 6 to 8 inches in Pocatello, 8 to 12 in Idaho Falls. So this is not something to just not think about and not think you don't have to deal with it. Now, a lot of this will be rain will take some of it away, but this is a lot of snow to remove, and it's going to be blowing around. You can see it does definitely fall off by the time you get into Burley and Twin Falls, and that's because it'll just be so warm over here for Thursday and Friday. So that's all I have. If you have any further questions, you could contact us at this telephone number here, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.